could use your talent.
Good morning, Iro here. Going to talk a little bit about the hunter, his ornaments, some of the bugs, what I did, what the ornaments look like. So, just going right along. Cape, not a big deal. Just go to your lost sector, loot it, dude it. Getting your renown for your leg, for your feet, and spending them for your lost sectors, not too big of a deal. I did the Titan loop. So I would do one of the walkers, then I would do my renown at the cargo bay on the rig, and then I would go back to the rig, and then I would complete a public event there, and it seemed to go really, really quick. So I was able to finish those up fairly fast once I had all my dead armor pieces. You gotta have them all to do that. Now, going to your arms were a bit of a pain. Gauntlets were a pain. The counters weren't working right, as many people know. And so some recommendations online, and what I learned from, well, someone in one of my videos shared too, is if you are doing Arc Strider, which I was, and I was doing top tier, I was up here, Way of the Warrior, the counter wasn't working right. So that sucked. Anyway, so you could move down here and get to work, which kind of did, but the better recommendation was to do Gunslinger and focus on your throwing knives. Explosive knife. Anyway, that seemed to work a lot better, and that's how I completed mine, and that's my recommendation based on doing it myself, as well as some other recommendations. Going back, moving on to the chest plate, chest piece. This one took the longest, and it was the most frustrating for me. I tried a number of different places. Again, looked online, did a little research. A lot of people recommended going to Mars and doing the protocol, the execution protocol. My hunter had not done the main story yet, so really couldn't do that unless someone else started it. I started doing that, and I was using the Arc Strider for that part, and the kill counts just weren't going up the way I wanted in that, and was with the escalation, it just didn't. I'd have to wait on somebody to start it because I couldn't, so that didn't work out very well either. So what I did is I switched to Gunslinger first of all, and then I just started doing story progression for him on Mars. And was able to get quite a few that way, and it was more enjoyable because I was doing 2 for 1. I was knocking out story progression, I was knocking out the multi-kills, and it was just a good break from farming events and stuff. So that worked out well for me. If you haven't finished your story progression, that is what I would recommend. But hopefully by next next faction rally, Bungie will have this fixed, and hopefully for hunters, they'll give them a little extra time on these two, because 1 week is just not enough, and honestly 1 week isn't enough for any of these. I did all 3, and I spent probably 30 plus hours at least getting all of them. I mean, as you can see, I've got a season rep right now of 77. So yeah, I went 27 more than I had to, just because of all the farming that I was doing. It obviously didn't take. yeah, it's just ridiculous. Gosh, yeah, so nuts. It's well over 1,500 tokens turned in. So I hope they fix it, and I really, honestly, I hope they extend it out for those who main their hunters, especially. So, and those who don't have the hours to put into this game to do all this. I mean, if you want it, you put in the time. I have stayed up quite a bit later than I should have on some nights, but I just did because I wanted to get it done. So, let's look at the armor real quick. It's definitely much cleaner. I kind of like Season 2 just because I like that rough, kind of torn up look. But again, it's clean. It looks good. I like the design. The only thing that I would like to change is maybe the green. I'm not a big fan of the color green. I would like to be able to change that to like also black or like a darker black or something like that. I think that would be cool. Anyway, so again, I hope everyone's able to finish this part of Dead Orbit. I know it was frustrating for me, and I know that it was frustrating for a lot of other people. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe. All good. Thanks so much, and good hunting.